Hello, everyone. This is Vicky from fangirlreview.com. We are back for the second episode of season 6 for Dead Talkers. Yay! Woo! It sounded like there was multiple people in the background, right? No? Okay, whatever. Mr. T, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey there, fools! Mr. T.
I can't. Okay, so this episode, it was called JSS. So it starts off with our friend. How you pronounce the name? Enid. Enid.
Yeah, emo. Enid.
Enid. Emo chick. Whatever. Walkers are coming up. This is like, beforehand. Walkers are coming up. It's her and her parents. They're like, Mom, Dad, they're coming. And then turn around. There's more walkers. Walkers! And you see her sitting in the car. The walkers are eating her family. And she writes in the dust on the window, JSS. So that's what it basically proceeds for the next 5 minutes of her surviving out in the wild with the zombies, constantly writing JSS. Then there's a weird moment in which you see a turtle trying to cross the road, and we're like, oh, maybe she'll take the turtle in as a pet. That'll be so cute. Then she'll have a friend. She could call it Wilson. No. Next screen, bam, she is eating the turtle. It is blood all over her face. And she proceeds to use the bones to spell out JSS. Oh. And then eventually she stumbles on Alexandria while she's still covered in the blood of the turtle.
Yeah.
And that's her background story. So that's just her. Then you have Carol talking with all the ladies about cooking and then making a casserole, and then she rolls up to her house, and you have Sam sitting there, and she's like, your father was a bad man, he was killed, get over it. Tells him to get off her porch.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, oh my gosh. She makes her casserole, sets the timer, puts it in the oven, looks outside, sees the lady from across the street taking her little cigarette break, and out of nowhere, crazy man with a machete takes a machete to her head.
Cold. That was cold. Cigarettes really do kill you.
Yes, they do. That was awesome. So, Mr. T, what did you think of the episode overall?
I really liked the episode overall. I loved the opening because a lot of times the shows and movies will get mired in exposition. And exposition is basically, telling a story and just kind of throwing it in your face at really weird times. Sometimes these movies do that. But I like when exposition is done really well. And I thought Enid's backstory was perfectly done. It opens and you don't realize it until a few minutes in that it's basically it's her backstory. And this is stuff that happened previously to her going to Alexandria, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it was really well done. I must say her parents are complete idiots. Yes. For just like, oh, yeah, walkers are coming. I mean, who are these people? They thought they could just, roll with whatever. It was just a couple of walkers were fine. You got a daughter there.
But why were both of them messing with the car?
Yeah,
couldn't one of them be for a moment?
Yeah, one should be on the lookout. I mean, the daughter is kind of looking out, and she's telling you things are coming. It's like, oh, no big deal. It's only a couple. You don't know. I mean, I don't know. That was a little bit annoying, but I did love the way they put it out there, her backstory. And That turtle scene, man. That turtle. Like, this was a gory episode, but to me, that was the most gory.
I agree. I think any of my friends that I talked to, the turtle moment resonated with all of us the
Yeah.
most.
It's weird that the turtle massacre was the worst part for people, because, like I said, this was a gory episode. But the turtle thing, I don't know. It's just like she just murked the turtle. Like, it's like I think I would have accepted it more if she had like at least cooked it. Found a way to start a fire and cook the thing. But we had bloody, juices coming out of her face, and the way she was mangling, and then desecrating the body by making letters out of the bones. I'm like, whoa.
I know, like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what they were trying to get at, that she was really messed up by. Obviously, anybody would be messed up by seeing their parents eaten alive. I mean, so I guess that's kind of what they were getting at, or they're trying to get at with that. But I liked the episode overall. I thought it was pretty darn good and gory.
And gory. So the wolves have now infiltrated the town. They are everywhere, just killing for fun and enjoying it, like hacking at bodies, even though the person's long been dead. They're just chopping at them, but it doesn't look like they're eating the bodies. So I'm not understanding the extra
I'm sorry to cut you off. That did weird me a little bit. I didn't understand. Okay, I get that they're crazies, but they have a purpose. But they're kind of, how can you be whacked and still have this kind of, I don't know, cult-like purpose? I don't know. It was weird to me.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't understand. Let's see. So somehow, okay. Hunter is in the lookout and he sees a truck coming towards the town. He shoots at it, hits the driver. The driver slams into the wall. The body is now wedged up against the horn. And that's what the horn is that we hear from last episode. So it is the wolves for the most part, but not how we thought it was.
Yeah. That, like, it made sense when you saw it, but I was like, that I would have never guessed it was the truck horn, the way it sounded at the time. So they did that really well. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, I didn't guess that it was the truck horn when they did it, but then as soon as I saw the truck coming towards, I'm like, oh gosh.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. I'm like, don't shoot him! Don't do it!
Yep.
He shot him. There you go. And then out of nowhere comes Master Ninja Morgan. Morgan shows up. So my question, as a friend of mine, Ruth, brought up, that Morgan, who last episode was with Rick and Michonne, makes it back to town first.
Yeah.
I hope they explain.
They better explain that, but they won't.
I mean, that's taking Magical Negro to a different level.
Yeah.
They're like, oh wait, Carol needs the moral compass. Like, I'm sorry, Rick, you can't have two of them. You gotta give up one.
And it's not like he was a little bit ahead of them. Like, they still never showed up by the end of the episode, so he was way ahead of them.
Exactly. So I'm gonna need them to give me an explanation that I can really understand.
Right.
Because otherwise, that doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
I'm sorry. So
he annoyed me a little bit in that episode too.
So you have Morgan running around the town, not killing people. He must have knocked them out and saved them, blah, blah, blah. Then you have Carol running around, killing everybody, just taking them out. Like
a wolf in wolf's clothing.
Morgan will be facing off from somebody, about to like knock him out, and Carol will be like, bam, over.
Bam.
Let's keep moving. Prisoners. Here's gun. Let's go.
She was a wolf in wolf's clothing, man.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a lot of memes that were generated from Carol being dressed up like one of the wolves. You know,
Is
I
that one of
shared
them?
one. I shared the Assassin's Creed one. That was me who shared that one because that was just too hilarious. There was a straight out of Alexandria one that was
Nice.
floating around. There was a lot of memes. I mean, you know, I was surprised since, you know, for the most part, everybody was only focused on Drake's latest video and making videos and memes for that. But for the most part, we were able to focus on some Carol stuff.
Yeah. Did anybody
Um,
use that Wolf in Wolf's Clothing?
I didn't see that one.
I'm first. I broke the internet.
Yes, you did. Let's see. What else happened in this episode? Denise tries to perform surgery despite the fact that she's just a psychiatrist. Fails and person dies.
She was pissed off about that.
Oh, the wolves that Morgan faced in the woods are amongst the wolves that were infiltrating Alexandria. So
Oh yeah, that's
obviously,
right. That's right. Yeah.
and the one guy, yet again, he lets go, grabs a gun.
You know that's gonna come back bad. I mean,
Oh.
Morgan, man, bruh.
Really though?
Bruh. It's one thing to like if they were just like hitting the town up trying to steal supplies but they were literally hacking people that were unhackable on the ground. Like they were messed up. There's no point in saving people like that.
I agree. There's nothing left to save.
Right. There's nothing left there to save. You're not saving anybody. All you're doing is prolonging somebody else's death by that person because that person is too far gone. If you saw the stuff that they were doing in those sidewalks and bodies that were already dead.
Exactly. In the end, they kill practically all the wolves, or they get rid of the wolves. They push them all out, and then that's the end. Um, then you see, Morgan walks by a house. He walks in, and there's one more wolf in there. The other guy that he had in the car. So Morgan is forced to kill him because there's no way to get him to stop. And at the end of the episode, you have Morgan and Carol walking towards each other. They cross paths and they go the other way. And that's the end. So my problem with the episode, which if you read my review on Fangirl, is that they were so heavy-handed with allusions, foreshadowings, and imagery and inspirational quotes that I wanted to scream. I felt like I was reading a fan fiction for Twilight. Like that's what I'm like, what? I mean, you had Carol on the porch crying and she's wiping off the blood and she turns her head and she sees the letter A. Really? The letter A in red happens to be on the porch right there.
Yeah.
Really? Real? Then the crossing of the paths, like, really. Then it was just inspirational words from Morgan, from Carol, from Eugene to Denise, from Tara to Denise. Like, Eugene's like, don't be a coward. You never want to be a coward. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It was every. I just wanted to scream, and I was hoping for commercials. I'm like, I need a break from this.
Oh boy.
It was every break. That's what it was. It was just inspirational moment.
None of that really bothered me. I mean, I knew it was there, especially with the Eugene thing. I was like, but I knew that they weren't going to be able to save that girl, and it was going to go back to some dark place. And yeah, they didn't save her, and it was just like, dark.
Yeah.
So the inspirational stuff didn't work.
Sorry, I forgot the whole section. Duh. Carl is in the house protecting Judith, right? Baby Judy. Enid comes in and she's like, yeah, I'm taking off. And he was like, no, you're not. You're going to stay in this house and help me protect my sister. Sit down, watch the door. And then Ron, right? That's the other punk kid.
Yeah.
Ron shows up wherever what was he outside running around? Whatever. He's getting attacked. Carl runs out, shoots the guy. Guy's dead, and Carl's like, "Come on, come in here with us." Like, duh, like you should do. He's like, "No, still a punk kid."
Yeah, you just saved my life.
Runs off. Yeah, you just saved my life. I'm not gonna say thank you, and I'm gonna run off and I'm gonna ignore you. And at least if he had said, "I gotta go find my mom," then I would have been like, "Okay, I respect that." Instead of you just being a punk jerk. But because he runs into the house where his mom and his little brother is, there's already a wolf person in there.
Right. And
so while Mom and Sam were perfectly safe, locked in the closet, she had a gun, they were good. But because Ron runs in there, he's like, Mom, where are you? Really? Do you not see all the mass killers?
This idiot is just flailing like all over the place. Please come kill me, or help me get somebody else killed.
Mama Bear has no choice but to leave one cub behind to go save the other cub. Like, she there's nothing she could do. So she was like, stay in here, keep it locked. Like, really? So because of that, she comes out. She doesn't see her son right away. Wolf Lady attacks her. Knockdown, carry out fights, and now she is now repeatedly stabbing the woman, bathed in her blood. Like, she just snaps. And
like, she just ate a turtle.
Exactly. I'm like, see what you did to your mom, Ron? That was all your fault. All you had to do is go in the house with Carl and wait till everything's settled. So after everything kind of calms down, Carl, forget whatever, he turns his back to Enid for only a brief moment in time. Girlfriend's gone. She's like poof in the air, and she leaves a little note. Says, just survive somehow. That is what JSS stands for.
And I love that because I had no idea what JSS stood for, and they didn't throw it in your face. Again, exposition. They didn't just throw it in your face in the beginning when she kept drawing it on the, whatever. She made the bones say JSS. She drew it on the window, the dirty window. She drew it in blood. Was it in blood on her hand or something?
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, what is this JSS thing? And you don't get it until the end, and it was a nice payoff. I liked that. I thought it was pretty well done for me. Yeah, you have a different theory.
No. Again, it felt like something I would read in fan fiction. I was like, are you serious? Just survive somehow. Really? I think if the letters meant something different, or if it didn't sound so cheesy, I would be okay with it.
Yeah. And where did it come from? Is it something somebody said to her, or her parents, or? I'd like to know where it came from.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that. You gotta let that go.
Just let it go.
Let it go. That ain't happening.
Okay, because you got extended knowledge of this world, and if you say that, then that's
I don't think Enid exists.
Yeah.
No, I don't even think she exists.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't even think she exists. Definitely no interaction with Carl. Well, I think there was that girl. But I never paid attention to her name. She was such a non-factor.
A non-mother effing factor.
Basically. But overall, I did enjoy the episode. Besides all the heavy-handedness in the writing.
Don't lie. If you hate it, you just said you hate it.
I just wish it was a little bit more subtle with it. It was just too much. I was drowning. It was just too much. But we're gonna get where the other group is next week.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think? What did you think of the previews?
I didn't really. I mean, I saw a tiny bit of. I didn't really pay attention at the end of the thing, and I even watched Talking Dead, and I didn't pay close attention to it either when they had the sneak peek. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's not like something I want to avoid that stuff, but yeah. I mean, I liked the episode. I thought it didn't hit me as hard as it hit you with the heavy hands. I mean, I recognize that stuff. I did. I saw it. I just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't bother me. Maybe it's because I had seen I was watching something earlier where it was way worse, and maybe because of that, the heavy-handedness in the movie I was watching. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe that kind of softened the blow of The Walking Dead, that episode. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. And then I was talking about, so how gory it was. And I came to find out, I meant to look up her name because I can't remember it, of course. A female directed it. And I was like, oh, that's badass. Because it was such a gory episode.
It was blood everywhere. They had to really pay a lot for the amount of blood that was happening.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa, a woman directed that. Kudos. So, because you expect guys to be all gory and not give a crap about any of that stuff. Just hack people up and smile about it. But it was cool. That was cool. I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, never underestimate how deep a woman can go into the gore paint.
Oh, I no longer do. I mean, I know a few women that like gory stuff. My mom actually is huge, into that stuff. She's the one that got me into horror. Had me watching those type of movies when I was like 7, 8 years old, and having nightmares. Thanks a lot, Mom.
She was trying to make you stronger.
She did, but it was tough because she didn't want to watch it by herself, so she would force me to sit there and watch them with her, and that's
Which
not cool
makes sense.
It's not cool for an 8-year-old, having to go to sleep.
Yeah, you're fine. You turned out fine.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, kudos. I thought it was a good episode, and looking forward to the next one.
So to wrap it up, final question. The gun that the wolf took. Who do you think will get shot with that gun? I mean, come on, we all know that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's gonna get popped with it. If I want to be shocked, I would say Carol.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually did like the fact that she cried, because basically she had gone to a point of no more character building. I mean, where is she going to go? Mm-hmm. She was a Terminator. And I like the fact that she was still that hint of vulnerability there.
Yeah.
So that she wasn't completely cold. And so I like that they did that. But yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be, I don't know if it's going to kill her, but I think somebody big is going to be, maybe even Morgan, who knows?
Yeah.
He should get shot. He should be shot with it. It's his fault.
We know somebody will get shot with it. And we also know whoever that person is, I don't think they're going to die. I think that is going to be Denise's turn to really stand up and save that person. That'll be the time where Denise doesn't fail.
Oh.
That's what I see happening. Not to say that person's not going to be permanently changed.
Oh. I think we talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
We can't reveal that here, though. No.
I think that's what's going to be. That's why I think they were really making sure we understood Denise and who she was. Because she's going to have to perform a very important surgery.
Right. Nice.
Aha.
Good call. Sorry, viewers, we're not telling you.
Such is life. Such is life. I think that's it. Any final thoughts?
No. Looking forward to the next episode. I wonder if they're gonna. The whole episode would just be spent with those guys and their side.
I don't want them to do that again.
I don't want them to do that. Basically, there's not a whole lot that can go on. I mean, they're basically chasing behind the walkers and trying to figure out how to stop them from going to Alexandria. So you can't do a whole episode on that, I don't think.
Well, and because you said that, you have now damned
That's
us.
exactly what it's going to happen. Right. So, but
you
it would be a
break up between like Daryl and then Abraham and Sasha and then Michonne and Rick and then Glenn and his group. There you go. Whole episode.
Yep, and then they get back to Alexandria at the end, and that's it.
Yes, that's what it is.
Oh man, I
just told you guys all what the whole next episode is. I'm sorry, you don't even have to watch it. That's what happens.
I just jinxed it, didn't I? Oh no, sorry.
Y'all be all right.
Blame is a T, fools.
Okay, so that's it for our episode of Dead Talkers. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, etc. Ms. T, you got anything coming up you would like to promote?
Yeah, I got a ton of videos. I can't even tell you which one's coming next, but it'll be a flood. Be on the lookout.
Yes, definitely check him out. And as always, check us out at Gamers at Large Network. Wednesdays is the midweek show at 8 p.m. Sundays is the regular show at 8 p.m. as well. And that's it. All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Peace.